The Most Human Story, Oscar nominated, winner of Palme d'Or, and other nomination, Anora. So today, as I promised, I will be talking about Anora, one of the best movies that was released from the past year, and as a lot of people thinking are, it's a possible winner. Today I will tell you about production, about characters, what I like, and this will be my review on the movie. So on the 21st of May 2024, almost a year ago, on the Cannes Film Festival, Anora was first released to the public eye. The movie is directed by Sean Baker, and the main roles are played by Mikey Madison, Yura Borisov, and Mark Eldenstein. It's been almost a year since this movie was released, and now everyone is speculating that it's probably one of the possibilities to win an Oscar this year. And from the start, this movie was based on a true story that Sean Baker heard for someone. After that, he decided to write his own script specifically for Mikey Madison. There was no audition. The role was specifically written for her after he saw her performance in Scream. He made see Mikey Madison in a Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in a Hollywood, and also Scream. These are her top movies. I think everyone saw her in there, and this time she did a great job working and portraying a real life of a sex worker. After that, Sean Baker decided to find Russian actors, and for the Russian roles, for main characters, like this young guy who's playing a husband of Anora, the main characters. The main character is acted by Mark Edelstein. It's a Russian actor. A lot of movies filmed in Russian language, and the last one that was the most popular is Guest from the Future. The last one, the most, I think, that gained a lot of popularity since the movie was released is Yuri Borisov, who played Igor in the movie. He was nominated for a Golden Globe, and now he's nominated for an Oscar. Everyone is just obsessed with his play, and I will tell you why. So you may know that Sean Baker usually film in his story real-life stories of humans, settled without any sugarcoating, just human stories. You may know Sean Baker by movies of The Florida Project or Red Rocket, and now he released his third, Anora. The movie is telling a story of Anora, who's goes by name Annie. Her origin is from Uzbekistan, and she is a sex worker in America. She's working as a night lady, let's frame it like that. And after that, she's meeting with this kid who has a lot of money. He's a son to a billionaire, like Russian famous billionaire, and they decided to engage. Happy, and after that, the story begins without spoilers. They don't need her, and parents do not approve their son choice. And this is what basically the story is about: how hard it is for her and why she's like struggling and that. But main character Anora is played by Madison. She said that she never learned Russian before. This was her first time. She never know about this, like how the sex workers are working or what's their story. So she had to go to the clubs. She listened to a podcast. She watched movies. She talked with girls of this profession, and she had a lot of pole dance training. And also, she shared in one of her interviews that she never knew before how to twerk, and it was something like her new skill. And also, interesting fact: there was no intimacy coordinator on set. And Mikey shared that she was very comfortable doing and performing without having an intimacy coordinator during movie. there was like a nice atmosphere. She didn't felt like she needed one. And the next character is, I think, the main one, Igor. Is like a Russian guy who get attracted, I guess, to Anora in the end, and his character is very shy, doesn't know how to communicate, both because of the language barrier and just hard to find a connection, how to talk. And when you see two characters in the movie, Anora and Igor, you can see that there's always a free space between them. There's like a huge distance. Every time when you see them on screen, there's something between them. It's like a free space, a character, or just like a huge distance. Only in the end, these two characters are going and breaking boundaries between each other, connect. Like everyone is speculating what the last scene of the movie meant, and I will tell you. Nora, she's a sex worker, and the only thing that she knows is how to be in control, how to gain this power over the man, and she never felt safe, or she never felt like she can lose this power and be vulnerable and more feminine and like a child. She always had to be strong. Working in the sphere, she felt like she can gain control over a man. So in the end, the last scene, her character basically is breaking down when she said that, oh yes, this is a really bad car, and Igor replies, oh, this is my actually grandmother's. And grandmother meant a lot to Anora because she's the one who taught her Russian, she's like her origin and everything, and I think the only thing that she connected to in her family. So she felt something bad. And that's why she wanted to gain, she felt like she was exposed. And she wanted to gain control over by trying to kiss Igor and have this intimacy moment. And she saw that he doesn't look at her breast or her body. He looks directly in her eyes. Her hair is over her eyes, so it's cover her face, and he tried to pull it out to see specifically her eyes. And that's the moment when she's breaking down, because she never felt that someone will be kind to her, that someone will open to her. He will not accuse her, no matter what she's saying. He was always staying calm and understandable. And in this scene, she's breaking down, and she finally, I think, maybe gained freedom, and she released this whole heavy on her chest, like she had to be strong to survive. Also, Sean Baker is he's geek. A lot of scenes were inspired by movies from 70s, and even the style of filming is a little like an old style movie making, not like super old, but like 70s, 80s maybe. Like not a lot of colors and like dull, like a storytelling. So basically the storyline goes like a directly storytelling. Like they try to find Anora's husband, basically get divorced, and like it's a straight line, like characters going from point 1 to point 2 to point 3, and it's like an adventure movie, basically. I mean, from the story structure. One thing, he get inspired by a movie from the 70s, Vampirus Lesbon. The credits, you can see that he thanked the director and the woman who played the main role in this movie. And specifically why, it's because he also used the red scarf in this movie with Anora. You can see it on posters. He even recreate posters directly from the movie, and like this 70s gothic vampire horror movie. In that 70s erotic horror movie, Red Scarf played a lot of like meaning for the main character, and here it does the same thing. So basically, Red Scarf illustrates how Anora gets shut down. Like she's in a cage. So when we see the first time this red scarf is used specifically to shut her mouth so she does not scream. And in the end, like she had to, when she get cold and she wearing this coat, it is not her style basically, right? It does not fit with her. She's like usually wearing something bright, something really sparkling, nice and more feminine. And now she's like wearing this strict coat with like these lines, direct lines, and then she has to take the red scarf that she has to stop fighting. So basically her hands are tied. So she's tied up with this scarf. And only in the end, when she finally getting a divorce with her husband, she threw away this coat and this red scarf as the sign of getting freedom again back to her. Also, the role that is playing is the house of husband of Anora. And actually, Sean Baker, he just typed it, the biggest house and the richest house in the Brighton Beach. And it was a Russian millionaire's house before. So he said, like, okay, this is a perfect set to film his movie. So they film it there, and it shows like basically it's always empty because parents of the husband are like never there, and Anora is also feeling like alone in this huge big space. She does not fit with this family at all. This is nothing that she really wanted with her heart. And when finally caught her, she breaks everything. Like it really does not fit with her. Everything is ruined, and like she does not want to be there. This movie is nominated for an Oscar. I think a lot of people are happy that Yuri Borisov, who play Igor, nominated, and they really want him to win. But I'm actually happy that he's nominated because in one of his interview like 3 years ago, he said that he never thought that he can be on the same level as all international actors. And I mean, this is so funny. Like this destiny lead him to the biggest awards, like in a movie award, and now he's nominated on an Oscar. He said, like, I don't know even English properly. Like he struggled with it, but it's impressive how without language you can see and do a lot of things, like specifically act. And I think this is also the movie is about. You don't need to know a lot of words or speak one language to understand each other. If you understand with the soul or with feelings, then you don't have to use the words basically. Even in this movie, she is talking in English. She struggles with Russian. He talks Russian. He struggles with English. And also this name meaning, like she's Annie, but her real name is Anora, and she doesn't want to maybe also feel exposed. She covers from her real self by this Annie character. And on the other hand, you have Igor who said like, yeah, but I love my name. Even in English, it's Igor. It's like something, I don't know, it's similar to the word eager with an E, not I. And sometimes it can have a different meaning, but he said no, but it means like a warrior. So he loves his name. And then Anora is like, oh yeah, maybe she also feels like maybe this is something that not right, that she didn't have to behind someone characters. So this is a really human story. I really like it. It's not sugar coated. It's like how it's happening. I mean, this is really happens a lot. It's just a story of one girl, how she has to survive in this world basically. I really like this movie. I want to hear your comments, and there's a little chance it may win an Oscar, and I hope it will, because this was a really nice movie. You know, the ones that you see and you have a nice afterward you have a nice feelings. It's not something that you have to really think about. You understand the story, and I mean, you have to know like some specific things like this references to 70s movies to get a better picture, but at the same time, it just feels nice and right, I guess. It's a nice story. You don't know what will happen to the characters afterwards. This is also nice. So, thank you for my small review, and see you next time.